All right, listen. Okay, first, we gotta start with Ladiva. What do you expect? We gotta start. We're gonna beat up Gal. We're gonna play. Well, we're gonna do some Galleon to Master today. Don't you worry. Your pretty little head. But first, I just want to check out all the different changes, all the buffs, everything like that. We'll play a shit ton of Galleon later today. So I saw one thing. Okay, yeah. So 2U, they said startup has been reduced, but it looks like they just lied. Startup has been reduced, and Ladiva now comes to a stop more quickly. Travel distance has increased very slightly as a result of this change. I think what they mean is that she, like, propels herself forward faster, right? I guess? Oh, the frame meter mod. The frame meter mod's gone. I was like, I'll take a look at that. Yes, she propels herself forward faster? I don't think, really, I think, by and large, what this means is that travel distance has been increased slightly, right? Travel distance has been increased. I think that's what. For a second, I thought they gave Ladiva like a 6-frame 2U or something like that, which would have been, you know, she already got a lot of buffs. So, all right, when they say counter follow up for you know, follow up window on counter hit 668 has been extended. How big are we talking here? Because it used to be like, you know, if you have to like basically fully goddamn meaty this thing to even get like a U lariat. Oh, that's yeah, she's way higher up. Hold on. Oh, wait, what if I hit him a little closer up? Probably, can I get U lariat like point blank? Hold on, I'm ass, don't mind me. What the fuck? Excuse me. Local man 2 has to be allowed to live. I can. Oh, that's meaningful. Oh, you can get U lariat point blank. Oh, you can't get regular EX lariat point blank. Okay. You can't get EX lariat point blank. But probably from the distances you used to be able to get U lariat, you probably now get EX lariat, maybe? Like if I go like from here-ish? Can I get EX? Something not. I feel like I'm buffering all my shit wrong. Maybe not. I mean, U lariat is definitely the big confirm off of this. Yeah, but it is certainly easier, right? Again, there are some middle distances here. Yeah, I would not have gotten EX lariat previously, and I do now, right? After the JH from Zeta, you can immediately crouch the JU and 2H her as there's a gap now. I see. Listen, you already got the grab. Let's not get crazy. No, I know, but it said startup produced, okay? My internet went out, so now they will try out the new character. Yeah, well, we will be playing a lot of Galleon in just a second, so don't you worry. Okay. So, I mean, that's meaningful, right? Again, being able to get you, because, I mean, if you don't know, right? Ladiva gets a little bit of damage off of this 6-6H, right? If she can get, like, this is, you know, counter at 6-6H into 8.3k damage. So that's pretty nice for her to be able to get this even like point blank like this. Now it's not that often that you're point blank counter hit 6-6Hing someone, but this just used to be so finicky that it was nearly just not worth it, right? So this is pretty nice, certainly. Not like the world's biggest buff, but nah. Okay, so SPD, this is one of the big ones, right? Damn. Yeah, that really is 5 frames. Now I could have sworn I saw 6 from range. No, I could in the preview footage. I swear it looked like when Ladiva was doing it from far away. That's max range, yeah. It looked like when Ladiva was doing it from far away. It was after a 6XL, I think. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, that's a good. Oh, okay, that's gonna be a little freak. That is a good point that I didn't realize until just now. Yeah, you're gonna have to delay this a little bit more to not run into throw protection, right? Because you get 6 frames of throw protection post block stun. And this being 2 frames faster means there's gonna be some muscle memory problems. Oh, C6? Yes, this is what I... Yeah, this is what I saw. Okay, so this is what I saw that was kind of weird in the preview footage. After a blocked 6-6... Okay, no. I know what's happening here. It's not that the startup is actually any faster. It's that my first active frame is whiffing through the throw protection, right? My first active frame is whiffing through the throw protection. And then my second active frame is hitting, right? Is the only reason Liva can't guard crush you into L grab? No, she absolutely can. No, she certainly can, right? Really? Is it? Because it's +5, no? Yeah, it's +5. It should. You can do U lariat after this. Why can't you do L lariat after this? You have to U grab? You know, I always thought that it was because guard crush removed throw protection. Is U grab actually special in some way? Is it because U grab can hit opponents who are in hit stun? Is that why? Because U grab can do this, right? But yeah, obviously, like L grab cannot. So is it like that special property of being able to combo into it is what lets you actually do U grab off of this? I'm missing my window here, but you did see it does work, right? There you go. Interesting. Regardless, okay. So yeah, it's not like it's starting up. Yeah, there you go, 5 frames. It's not like it's actually starting up any later. It's that, yeah, the first frame of it is whiffing through the throw protection, so it's hitting on the second active frame. So that's why it looked like frame 6. But it is just 5 frames. That's a big That's a big defensive buff, man. It's gonna be a lot of like you just have like this 5-frame SPD that you can match on defense, right? A lot of things that were you know, slightly minus on block. That Ladiva, you know, she got bullied for having a 6-frame light. She does actually have a 5-frame counter to it now. Stuff that was like -5 on block, like, you know, like the Lwane EX Rekka or stuff like that, she can actually punish now too, right? Without having to worry about like them being right up her ass, so she has to do U Lariat or U SPD, right? For a lot of things that are like -6 on block if she doesn't have meter, like for a lot of things that, you know, a lot of ultimate skills like Beatrix riding free, for example, you riding free anyway, are -6, right? If Liva has meter, she can do like, you know, far L into U Lariat into all of this. If she didn't, she kind of had to do like far L into Raging Strike, or like, you know, far L into just EX Lariat or Light Lariat or something like that, which is never really that inspiring. Now you can do SPD, right? And you'll at least get Oki off of it. You get a little bit more damage, and you get, like, you know, your immediate... Oh yeah, that timing is gonna fuck me up, man. It being faster is gonna confuse me a lot, I think. But yeah, you at least get your, you know, you can immediately go back into your win condition, right? So that's certainly good. So, like, this is more of a defensive buff than anything, right? Ladiva's defense is actually, like, quite decent now. Yep. This is a big defensive buff. There's another big defensive buff in here. Also, someone said, did the startup on 2U actually get reduced? Yeah, it was always 7 frames. This is a weird translation. I think, basically, they just made it so that she goes a little bit further, right? I think they mean that like, acceleration increased and she breaks quicker, but then overall it means she moves slightly faster. They did not actually reduce the startup. 2U has always been 7 frames, which, I mean, is kind of fair, because, like, a 6-frame 2U, this is a heavy attack level move, right? 6-frame, low hitting, hard knockdown, heavy attack level move. This move is already really good at 7 frames. It's like, you know, it's the closest thing she has to a meterless reversal, right? The only thing is obviously it is like -20 on block or whatever, but, you know, it better goddamn be. Liva SPD punishes Light Asmodeus from Belial. Oh my god, I have to start, you know, I have to start figuring out the stuff that was like -5 on block. A lot of it I don't know off the top of my head, right? I gotta start doing that kind of shit. Is Light Asmodeus -5? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start learning a lot of this -5 on block stuff. It just never mattered for Ladiva before, right? It never, like, there was no... If someone was -5 on block, it was just, you know, it was the same as being -3, right? As long as it wasn't in throw range, it was just, I take my turn back, but that's about it, right? One interesting thing, for example, is if you trigger Lwane parry. Lwane had 2 different things that bullied Ladiva for not having a 5-frame light, right? But if you triggered Lwane parry, right, like if I have him come at me, bro, right, and I trigger it in spot dodge, I'm +2, right? So what this used to be, I didn't actually block anything here. I have no throw protection. So if I tried to mash my close L, this is true for all 6-frame characters on Lwane, right? If I try to mash my close L here, and he tries to throw me, right, what happens is I lose, because his throw starts up in 4 frames, essentially 6, because he's -2. My close L starts up in 6 frames, but when a strike and a throw interact on the same frame, you just die, right? Now, I mean, he can certainly just, if he does his parry, and I, you know, try to SPD him for it or something, he can certainly jump and kill me or something like that. But it is at least, it's an option that beats any sort of attempt from him to do anything offensive, right? He does have to respect this, which basically just means that it puts him in a 50-50, right? It just, like, he is now in a 50-50 after this situation. Oh. Wait, there is an offensive buff here to Ladiva. There is an offensive buff here to, that I didn't really... Well, yeah, there is an off... Ooh, no? No. Okay. I was gonna say it makes the post-Brave counter situation even better for her, but the post-Brave counter situation... The post-Brave counter situation was already... It was already a 50-50, but I guess it's even better. Like, you know, there's even less room for anything to, like, finagle around. Because post-Brave counter, you're +2. SPD is essentially already a 5-frame startup. You're outside of throw range, but... Yeah, so, no, never mind. But yeah, so this is a very nice... a nice defensive buff for Liva and gives her a 5-frame option. I mean, hell, even just someone who's, like, running up on you in the corner, you have a 5-frame SPD, right? That's going to... This is a 5-frame... You can think of this as a 5-frame infinity attack level move, right? Like, she can just mash on defense. Now, it's very risky, of course, right, if she whiffs it. Keep in mind, though, it's not even counter-hit recovery, right? It's like regular state recovery. So, like, this is just a move that if she wants to, like, mash it out on defense, it is a 5-frame move that beats throws and every single strike, right? The only thing this is going to lose to is, like, fully invincible moves. So, again, nice, man. Very, very, very nice for Ladiva. Oh, and then I want to see this. Whoa! Yeah, that's not normal. This was, like, the smallest SPD. Wow. I'm gonna have to get used to that. That is very odd to me to think of USPD as an option for over here. I mean, this is a safe jump, right? That's really quite nice. Okay, sure. I mean, not much to talk about there, but that's really fucking good. It also gives USPD a reason again. Now, this is just funny, right? This is, in the grand scheme of things, this is a big buff to Ladiva, but I think this just makes her even more win more, right? Because work the crowd, if you don't know, because fewer people know about this than I thought, right? If Ladiva does an SPD and then hits medium or heavy, she does this little taunt, right? And that taunt not only is a frame kill to set her up to be +5, so you can get like a meaty close L and stuff like this, like an auto safe jab setup. Also, you notice 2700, it's a 500 damage buff to the next SPD, right? Now, it used to be, I just said it wrong, actually, it's different now. It used to be a 500 damage buff to the next SPD. Now, it's a 500 damage buff to every single SPD. That would have done 2700 last patch, right? I'm not working the crowd again, right? That would have done 2700 last patch. It's a 500 damage buff to every single SPD until you whiff one or until you get counter hit out of one. Apparently non-Ladiva players thought the damage should always carry over anyway. I mean, it's a lot of damage. This is certainly making this like the... Because one of the big things, you'd be like, well, what does it matter, right? If Ladiva is, like, SPDing you, right? She's gonna just be reapplying work the crowd all the time anyway, right? So, like, what does it matter if it doesn't go away now? Well, the reason is because this, Ladiva's primary cash out, right, goes into this, right? By the way, this does more damage now, 6,500 versus 6,200. So it does even more damage getting hit by this than it used to. That doesn't let her re-up work the crowd, right? This does not let her re-up work the crowd at the end of it. Her, like, primary, like, damage loop that she doesn't get to re-up work the crowd. So it used to be, back in the day, right, if I did this twice in a row, the first one would be 6,200 damage if I did tech input, right? And the second one would be 5,650, right? Now, both of them are 6,500. So if you get hit with 2 Ladiva EX SPDs in a row, which is not uncommon, right? Everyone, all of you motherfuckers are getting hit by this, right? I've been doing this to, like, I do this to good players, I do it to bad players. It's a guess, right? It's gonna happen sometimes. The Ladiva, because she can loop this, right? Like, the cooldown on EX SPD is basically how it works. She does this, into this, right? And she doesn't have it back quite in time, but close L, and then it's right back into it, right? So, it used to be that if I had worked the crowd up, the first one did 6,200, the second one did 5,650. Now the first one does 6,500, so 300 more, and the second one does 6,500 again, so 850 more, right? So overall, both of those interactions back to back was 300 plus 850 is 1150 more, right? That's not nothing. That's a 1,200 damage buff to that interaction. And for every subsequent SPD, again, it's an 850 damage buff to what was already basically a fucking SSBA. 6,500, that's a whole super? That's more than a whole super, man. Like, if you're not tech inputting your shit, right? Your supers don't even do this much damage, right? She really got juice. Yes, this is, like, really, this is a lot of damage. And also, does work the crowd HSPD into you anti-air grab deal 80% to no BP win the Sambathon? Let's see. Let's see what it looks like, because it does do a little bit more damage than it used to. 300 more. I think Win Sandy is my default right now. Yeah, it's fun to beat him up. Alright, so if we take him to 0 BP, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna show you. You want something funny on Win Sandy? We'll show you something funny on Win Sandy in a second, but let me get work the crowd up real quick. That's just light SPD, don't worry about him. Let's see. Bonk into bonk. Not 80%, but it does do 12k. It does do 12k. It does do, which is, I mean, it's no BP Windlefon, right? So don't, like, this is not obviously a real situation, but it is funny that this does more than your main's optimal, on 3 BP, probably. So that's pretty funny, But that's not the point. Now the other thing is Ladiva's damage got buffed in a couple different ways. Oh, can now throw mid-air blocking foes. Apparently this is okay, so let's get Windlefon off the screen so we don't brain rot ourselves too hard. Let's get Mommy Galleon back on here. Just a little bit of damage. So apparently this is the thing. So if I set Galleon to jump and block, can I just like JL into? Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. Ladiva. Okay, cool. This is a safe jump, by the way, in case you were curious. That's a safe jump. So even if Ladiva can just JL you into guaranteed air SPD, and again, it's a safe jump. And oh, by the way, in case you forgot, in case you're not aware, this move also benefits from work the crowd. So this also does more damage If she has Work the Crowd, then the buff also doesn't go away as long as she doesn't whiff one. So that's cool. Can you ult air SPD or heavy? No, they said light or medium, right? Yeah. So ult SPD whiffs, and when it whiffs right there, for example, you'll see Work the Crowd is gone, right? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That's certainly, that's a very, it's a really good ant. Is this Liva's best anti-air now, right? The fact L and air grab didn't grab on air blocking opponents before felt like an oversight, IMO? I mean, maybe. I'm not, this is a really big buff, man. What's the difference of L and M SPD? M is a little slower, but does more damage. But I mean, they're still, you're fucked regardless, right? Like, if you're in the block stun of JL, there's nothing you can do here. So you're always gonna do M SPD in this case, but yeah. This is just the best air-to-air, in some ways, it is the best air-to-air in the game now, right? Like, it's already it's already pretty fast, right? It's gonna contend with stuff pretty well, right? It comes out at a nice angle for air-to-airing, and now even if you block it, you're guaranteed safe jumped. It's pretty good. Guaranteed 3k into Ladiva's win condition. That's quite something. Okay, cool. So Work the Crowd, it's a 3,500 safe jump setup. Yes, for blocking her JL. For blocking her JL, you get you eat 3,500 damage into a safe jump. Which again, safe jumps. Remember, Season 2 buffed safe jumps a lot because Brave counters minus on block now. But yes, if you block her JL, 3,500 damage into safe jump. Cool, no, cool, for sure. No, cool. Oh, and her U air grab, if you didn't think this thing was gigantic before, wait, how big is it now? I don't get it. Okay, not quite that big, not that big. Oh, okay. But I mean, she's got the magnet hands. She's certainly got the magnet hands. Yeah. She's certainly got the magnet hands. You see how much damage SSBA does on 2BP? Oh, we're about to. Okay, Headbutt, yeah, Headbutt of Love. The EX headbutts, especially the follow-up EX headbutts, are super reliable anti-projectile tools, and you get 2% more SBA gauge gain, I think. I think it used to be that you got 16. Galleon has a projectile, doesn't she? Galleon has, like, I guess we would use, like, yeah, like her H air grab or something. That should work. Oh, let me not set myself to 100 meter. It used to be you got 16% meter, I think, for successfully negating a projectile. Now it's lets you get 18 from the footage. Oh, too early.
This is for you?
Yeah, you get 18%. 2% for doing the move, 18 for negating it. That's pretty good, man. And then again, you also can't just, like, you can just headbang like this and just go through multi-hits, go through walls of projectiles. That is an option Liva just didn't have, right? Like, that is... Ladiva already was not super fucked against projectile zoners, right? She was not super fucked against projectile zoners, but this makes her even better against them. I think Ladiva can get USPD if you block ult lariat. Yes, sir, Lazy. That's been the case since launch, actually. You can do that if you block EX lariat or ult lariat. You have to crouch block ult lariat, otherwise it'll knock you down, but she's always been able to do that, yeah. +5, and then it seems like she can't do it. I thought she'd also be able to do it off light lariat in this patch, but it does not seem to be the case. U lariat, I guess, is a little special in some ways, because it can be comboed into, so I guess, like, guard crush counts as, like, hit stun or something like that. Yeah, she can't do it with light SPD. Yeah, so I guess guard crush counts as hit stun. But yeah. Imagine coming back to this game after not playing it for a while and getting grabbed after blocking an air-to-air. You call hacks? Yes, sir. Alright, so the headbutts are better. Boy, dude, this... People looked at this and they're like, the monkey's paw... No, this is amazing. This is... I can't believe this. 16 frames? Safe on block? Like... I have a real reversal. Invincibility lasts until the last active frame. I have a real reversal. Wait, total invincibility time is unchanged. What do you mean by this? Oh, because the startup is just because the whole thing is just, the startup is lower. Gotcha. I said it because I thought people mostly valued it being an unblockable mix. Hell no, man. I want a reversal. Thank you. Please give me a fucking reversal. Give me a reversal that you have to hard call out spot dodge, or otherwise it's safe on block. They give Grappler a DP, it's Jover. Not only did they give her, can you explain like I'm 5 monkey's paw for me? So people, when we were reading the patch notes, people said that like these are obviously big buffs, but they're like, haha, it's blockable now, right? Like you got what you wanted, but at a cost, right? The monkey's paw is this idea, of like a wish is granted with some sort of like fucked up twist that makes you like not want, like maybe the wish had never come true. Can we grab it? No, absolutely. Yes. It's not like it's just broken or anything like that. It will lose to wake up grab. This is basically a real parry reversal now. It's like Liva has something very close to like an actual like U parry reversal, right? Think of like Uno or Zeta or Nier or something like that, right? They lose to throws, but like it's an honest to god like real reversal. So fucking amazing, right? Very nice, very nice. Monkey's Paw would be like if you ask for mid-tier buffs and suddenly Abel has 20k HP. Yeah. So there's no throw protection against Ladiva's air SPD now. Not against light or medium, but against heavy and you, yes. Difference is other parries are punishable on block. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Or like if they if they just whiff, if they just like stand there whiffing, you can kill them, right? Just by looking there, like staring at them and not swinging into it. This is gonna hit you if you don't do anything, and if you block it, it's safe on block, right? So lose to throws and save jumps because parries are not meant to. This should not lose to save jump unless you save jump throw. I'm pretty sure this. I mean, I could try it. I could try it on another. I can try on a Ladiva myself. This should beat save jumps. I'm pretty sure. Parries beat save jumps and lose to throws. It's kind of their trade-off, right? Now this is not a real parry in that way, so maybe, but I'm pretty sure this should beat save jumps pretty clean. You can obviously empty save jump throw, but you can do that to every parry in the game, right? So yeah, you Headbutt of Love on wake up, and then let's just hit her with whatever regular ass combo, right? Just bread and butter Ladiva shit, ending in a save jump. 1, 2, 3, save jump. If she does you Headbutt. Yep, no save jumps. Oh man, okay, see, I mean, this is just a huge buff. Not only is this not, I mean, I think even before the patch, this was not the worst reversal in the game. It was like, I think it was Vasraga's U command grab pretty obviously. This is probably number 2. Not only is this not in discussion for worst reversal in the game anymore, this is a fucking damn good reversal, I think. Obviously, it's got its weak spots. I mean, you can spot dodge this. You can do that to every reversal in the game, though, right? It's still slower than a lot of other reversals, right? Not in so much that you can safe jab this, because again, it speeds up and pauses when you do that. But like more so in that it is going to be reactable to spot dodge still, right? 16 frames with the U skill slowdown. If you hard call out Ladiva doing reversal on wake up and you don't throw her, you can also just like stand there, stare at her, and spot dodge, right? But again, that's not a lot. You can do that to a lot of reversals, essentially. So, it's got its weaknesses. It's not like it's, like, you know, the best fucking reversal in the game or something like that. But this is a damn good U reversal at this point. Like, this went, not only is it not the worst, it's a damn good reversal. You're not gonna catch me doing anything, any kind of downplaying. Hey, Break, you gonna buy the Voss costume? I do want to. I'm not sure if I will, but I do want to. Now, this is actually, I think these might actually be as crazy as all this is, these might be the biggest Ladiva buffs, man. I don't know. What if they swap the wind projectile interaction, the weird projectile interaction alt Headbutt had, and now it eats a projectile? If it eats a projectile, it becomes unblockable? Yeah. Because it used to be if it ate any hit or projectile, it would become blockable, right? That'd be funny, but I don't think we live in that world. So I gotta see this. Yeah, I mean that goes like a full Ladiva farther than it used to, right? Yeah, still hits 16 frames. Yeah, still hits 16 frames and still slows down as you go, but I mean that is the big thing with this, right? The big thing with this is just that a lot of the times the way this worked out is people backdash and neutral against Ladiva a lot and just on wake up and everything, right? This having a little bit more range, right? You are just gonna catch people out of those backdashes just that little bit more often, which might not sound like a lot, right? But that was the like big system mechanic left that Ladiva just got absolutely fucking owned by, right? I used to always say Ladiva's problems. A full Ladiva farther, is that Canadian unit of measurement? Yeah. Ladiva's problems were, like, the reasons that Ladiva was a bad character, right? Is because she fundamentally lost to 3 different system mechanics, right? Brave counter beat the shit out of her. Meterless DPs beat the shit out of her. And backdash beat the shit out of her. Post 2.0, 2 of those things, it's not like Brave Counter and Meterless DPs aren't a problem for Ladiva, but Meterless DPs being counter hit reversal, and Ladiva having some of the highest counter hit reward in the entire game, right? That at least tilted that interaction in her favor a little bit more, made it a little bit riskier to DP against Ladiva lest she bait you, right? And obviously Brave Counter has been significantly made easier for her to deal with too, as a character that revolves entirely around save jumps, and save jumps actually beating Brave Counter now. Right, 2 of Ladiva's biggest weaknesses got, like, really a lot, like, very mitigated for her, right? Still there, but mitigated. However, backdash, even in Season 2, still beat the ever-loving fuck out of her. And in many ways, in mid-screen, like, her Oki is still going to struggle with backdash, right? But just having these options to catch backdash a little bit more reliably in neutral, right? I guess this is an unreactable option from like, up close like this, right? 18 to 16 frames, like, you're not really, from further away, sure, we start getting to 20. It used to even... I swear this used to hit it on like 21 sometimes. There you go. Oh, you have to be so far away for it to be 21 frames now. Holy shit. Yeah, it really has to just be like max range. Yeah. That's the other big thing about this buff. Yeah, it seems like the startup fall off. It used to be that Ladiva would, you know, it'd be like 16 frames point blank basically. And then very quickly you'd start getting it to like 20, right? But now you can do this from like goddamn half screen, it's still 17 frames, right? This is unreactable. So, this is a buff to Ladiva's neutral. Is that plus on block? Oh yeah. It's minus if you have to crouch this. This is plus 3 on block, aka you're in a 50-50, right? So like this is a buff to Ladiva's neutral. Now if you don't know, Ladiva's biggest weakness is her neutral. Her second biggest weakness is her defense. And her strengths, her offense is already insane. They gave her a pretty this is a pretty big defensive buff. This is a pretty big defensive buff. They buffed her offense also, and also they're buffing her neutral. And also they're removing like universal system mechanics or mitigating universal system mechanics that were also her weaknesses. Oh, also her damage went up again, by the way, because if you didn't know, these air grabs right here, these straight up just didn't used to get the work the crowd buff. These things, right? That used to do 1,000 damage, and that does 1,500 now. That's without work the crowd, right? With work the crowd, oh my god, I got owned. Best reversal in the game. With work the crowd, it's 2,000. This move does twice as much damage. This move does twice as much damage as it used to. It used to do 1,000, now it does 2,000. Straight up, they added they had 1,000 flat damage to this shit. And this is, you may recognize this move as, if Ladiva's not going to end her combo in safe jump, this is like the most common Ladiva combo ender, right? This is the most common Ladiva combo ender is this anti-air grab. Please stop jumping. Or like if I'm not going to do safe jab for some reason, right? Like the safe jump, if I'm just going to be doing whatever, right? You may recognize this as the move that Ladiva ends every fucking single one of her combos in. Which now just, you know, gets 1,000 extra damage on every iteration. Right? This is 500 more, 1,000 more work the crowd, 500 more, 1,000 more work the crowd, 500 more, 1,000 more with work the crowd. Right? And again, the work the crowd doesn't go away until she fucking whiffs a grab. This character is going to be even more snowbally than she used to be. They made it so that when she wins, she wins more, even harder. And they made it easier for her to get into her win condition, and they made it easier for her to get out of the bad situations on defense. What is going on? They really are saying, sorry, we buffed Fairy and Matera, here you go. Also they made the H into U anti-air grab easier. That's nice. I've gotten to the point where I very rarely drop this, but I drop this sometimes, right? And that's what I'm curious about these two a lot, right? Throw range has been extended on Maximum Love Bomb Throw. This is the command grab version of her SBA. How big is this really? Okay, it's not that big. I was gonna... Okay. For reference, it was about this big pre-patch, something like that. Something like that. Like my foot would have to be touching the other Ladiva, right? Something like this. Does it hit from like a backdash away? Oh, oopsie. I mean, I'll do tech input because I'm floundering. Oh my! Oh boy! Oh, it's backdash sized. Oh, that's not what it used to. That's not normal. That's like double. That's like twice as big as it used to be. Okay. Is it a little bit bigger than backdash size? Did we take a tiny step back? Oh, hold on. Backdash into tiny step back. No. Okay, it is almost exactly the size of the backdash. But you know what else is the size of her backdash and like basically no bigger? They made it almost as big as fucking light SPD. This is like a little smaller than light SPD. What in the world? Okay, sure. And then this is just like this is a needless buff. Why is this a needless buff? Right? This is a needless, like why this was the hardest hitting SSBA in the fucking video game. Outside of like Blade level 5, Lucilius, Paradise Lost on no brave points or whatever the fuck, right? This is the hardest hitting SSBA in the entire game. Why did this get a damage buff? Okay, so I'm curious. This used to do 7,553, I think, damage if you 720'd this on 3 brave points. 7,553. I wonder what it does now. Top Ladiva? Ladiva may have very well have jumped like a whole tier and a half or something. Oh cool, it does 8k. Awesome. 8,124 on 3 brave points. What? Why? This got a 700 damage buff almost? This does like 650 more damage? It does 50% on 3 brave points? For reference, by the way, in case you don't have a good frame of reference for this. This is what this is what a normal SSBA does to someone if you technical input it on 3 brave points, right? Gran does not have a higher than average damage SSBA or anything. He just has, he has the Granathan SSBA. He's just Guy. This is what this does, right? They do 6,600 damage. So Ladiva's SSBA does 1,500 more. Now, to be fair, the damage buff here is only when it's used raw, but like this is 1,500 more damage than Gran's SSBA.
Remember your training.
Like it's like almost like a whole extra throw more. It's like a whole close H more on top of his SSBA. And now, yeah, I mean, let's keep escalating this just for the funny, I guess. What if I took poor old Granule here? For reference, Galleon does 6.8 and is jumpable post Super Flash. Yeah, don't forget this move is also, you know, this is a 9-frame startup SSBA that is, you know, 0 after the Flash. Alright. If Gran, hypothetically, is on 2 Brave points, 2 and 0 is the same. I have to put myself on 2 Brave points. 2 and 0 is the same for this SBA. It takes all your Brave points away before it does any damage, right? You see? Points gone, and then damage. If Gran's on 2 Brave points, it does... Cool! 10,132! You don't say! This does 10k damage on 2 Brave points. 10,000 damage on 2 Brave points. This is more than some characters' entire optimal combos. And the grappler gets in and kills you, that's on you. I mean, they made the grappler getting in way easier in this patch and also gave the grappler better defense. But yeah, that was 10k. I don't think it does any more on 0 Brave points, right? Because I know like that first little grab, is that grab gonna do more or no? I don't think so. Oh, it does. Oh, it does. Okay, it does slightly more on 0 apparently. It does slightly more on 0. No. Oh, never mind. No. I'm wrong. Yeah, so 2 and 0 are the same. That's what I thought. Okay. Now, of course, we got to do the funny, right? We got to do the funny. We got to do the raw SSBA on 0 BP Windlefawn, right? There it goes further. This means she'll run into my ship more, but certainly. It'll have no negative impact. We got to do this on 2 BP Wind Sandalfawn and see how much it does. I'm very curious. Dude, that's a lot of damage. That's 13k for a raw super. That's funny. Now, okay, it's Windlefawn, right? So that's like it's just more so for fun. But it's just like, you know, it doing 10,132 damage on a normal ass character with 2 Brave points is just so much. They just buffed her so goddamn much, man. Seox dies at 70%. Like it just does so much damage, man. I wonder how some people balding over Ladiva on Twitter yesterday. I just like, don't get it twisted, right? This is not like, oh my god, Ladiva's a top tier now or something. But it's just like, this character, well, at least at the highest levels of play, right? This character was already probably fucking top 5 or top 10 in like S rank and below, which is where, you know, half of the player base or more is like S and S plus, right? This character was already fucking like top 5 or top 10. Imagine your top 5, top 10 character has these fucking patch notes. This doesn't make any goddamn sense, man. This is so toxic. I'm happy because I play Ladiva. This is just so goddamn toxic. And, Panini was talking about, he apparently this has a slightly bigger hitbox now. There are like some new combos that didn't used to work. Very situational, but like, there's like some unlisted, like random ass Ladiva buffs. Like he was saying that this looks like it reached further ahead. I don't have like a good, I don't have like a good thing in mind of how big this used to be, right? But he was saying that it like, there were combo routes she didn't have before that she has now. I will tell you, I don't think that used to hit from fucking round start, basically. Like, I don't think that... it does maybe? I don't know if Panini's gaslighting me. This isn't in the...
Very good odds that this person...
That's not in the... That's not in the patch notes, but I don't... He might be gaslighting me, but I feel like that does feel bigger than it used to be. Also, Orochi, thank you very much for the 3 months, man. What's good? I mean, everything. Ladiva got fucking turbo buffed. They sent my girl to the moon. That does feel bigger. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm being... Maybe it's confirmation bias. Maybe I'm being gaslit. But yeah, they just... What did they do, man? This character is a lot better now. A lot better. Giving like like sometimes you'd be like, oh, you know, they're gonna buff the grappler and they're just going to like buff their strengths and keep the weaknesses the same, right? 'Cause you want the grappler to be volatile. You want them to win really hard when they get in, but you want them to have a hard time getting in. You want them to lose really hard when they lose, right? They did kind of everything. They did buff her win condition, right? She does win more, harder, right? And also her damage went up. Her damage went up on this. Her damage went up because of this. Her damage went up because of this. So her damage went up because of this. Yeah, they did buff her win condition. However, they also buffed her neutral. And they buffed her defense. And they buffed her defense. And they buffed... where is it? And they buffed her defense. And they buffed her defense. And kind of, they buffed her defense. Like, they buffed her win condition, they made it easier for her to get into that win condition, and they made her lose less hard when she loses. We'll see, man. We'll see. I don't know. How good is Ladiva exactly? I'm not sure. But, I mean, I was already flying the flag of, like, bottom of mid-tier Ladiva last patch. Now, no other Ladiva agreed with me, right? No other Ladiva agreed with me, right? But Gabagool, he DM'd me. He's like, I give you permission to say mid-tier Ladiva now. And Gaba, he likes playing Ladiva. He's, you know, He's on the Doomer. There's a Doomer camp and a non-Doomer camp for the Ladivas, right? Gabba is definitely on the Doomer camp. If he's saying mid-tier, fuck it, I'm saying low-high tier. Why not, man? Fuck it. Ladiva is like a top 15 character now. Why not? Why not, man? Why not? Ladiva's a top 15 character. You can fuck it. You can suck me.